How's it going, guys? Welcome back. Yeah, so back at it once again with the G8, obviously. Yeah, work's been, I keep using work as an excuse, but it really is. It's been nuts. My hours changed again, so once again, didn't have time for the car. But had the weekend off this weekend, so I decided to tackle the oil cooler. Now, I'm going to show you what I did up to this point. Obviously, like, the lines are run. I'm going to show you how they run them and stuff like that. This is the Russell stuff. So I got the lines pretty much situated the way I want to, and I'll show you if you guys want to copy it or whatever. That's fine. But I'd like to give some insight because people have shown pictures of how they've done it, but they've never really gone into detail on how to install an oil cooler on a G8. So what I've done is, this is just a regular Mocal oil cooler off of Amazon, and then I went for a -10, obviously, because oil you want to be at least -10, and I used the Improved Racing. Sorry, I'm just looking for the box. I had it. Yeah, so here it is here. I had the Improved Racing. The part number is right there. Thermostatic oil cooler, 180 degrees Fahrenheit. I picked 180 degrees just because if I drive it in the fall and stuff, you don't want to have like crazy cool oil temps. It's just not good for it. 180 degrees is pretty good. So after that, it opens up and then it starts using the cooler. So I'm going to try and show you what I did here. So naturally, obviously, like, you can probably route this different ways if you didn't have a turbo, obviously. But regardless, it's going to show you what you're going to need to get it done. So obviously, because the big snail right here, my original plan was to come this way down and then somehow sneak it by the motor and back down. But there's a lot of like sharp kind of threads for like your AC and stuff like that coming down this way. And then also you're kind of blocking the air that could possibly get past the headlight to get to the turbo. So, and on top of that, like, this is not a big oil cooler. And if you want to use your stock rebar, you don't really have a lot of space for a big oil cooler, because these lines, like, once you get the full flow kind of elbow here, look where it's sitting. So your bumper is pretty much down to about here, right? That's what going to clear your latch. So this is right on the limit. I may even have to, I don't know, either modify the bumper a bit or something like that. I'm going to try it out. But the hood closes and everything else like that, fine. But you don't really have a lot of space on these unless you went down below or did some other type of thing. When I didn't want that, I wanted something right in the grill. The kidney grill's there, why not use it, right? So anyway, so I routed the lines down past the headlight down in here. As you can see, like, right down in there. There's a little space there. And then if you look down here, so I just come down, kind of sneaks past the rad. This is for your power steering cooler. At least I think it is, or it's the rad. Or it's the transmission, one or the other. And then I snake back up over to, see if I can get in there. Yeah, so there they are right there, underneath the rad hose. Try and get around this intake as well. Across the front right there, I went below your trans lines. Sorry, you can't see them, but there's your trans lines right here. So I went below that. So there's the line right here. I know it's hard to see, guys. I'm trying here. So I went below that, and then I went right there. That's the line there. I went right beside this the AC line. I followed that down the side of the block. So now I'm going to go underneath the car and I'm going to show you. Bear with me because it is on jack stands. This is kind of hard to get underneath the car, but I'll try and show you anyways. All right, so coming underneath. Okay. So there it is there. So there's the improved racing block here. Now this is 120 degree full flow bend, okay? With a 90 degree bend. Now the thing is, if you want to use, well, I don't have a choice, because where the dump comes down in the electric cutout, I don't have any space down in here. So with the improved racing, they say that you can flip it upside down. So the lines would be down here, which I just don't have the space to do. So there's a knock sensor. You can't see it, but it's right where this fitting is here. And it's usually pointing about this direction. So if you loosen it and you spin it up, basically 90 degrees straight up, you can actually use this 90 degree and still have it facing where the lines are going up like that. Then after that, it's, you can see this is a 90, that's 120 degree big bend. They basically just follow each other down. Okay, so I'll come underneath here. So yeah, so there it is coming down. They just follow down right over top of your power steering right here. And then that's back where, right against the AC line, going back out to the front of the engine. So hopefully you guys can see all that. But there's what basically, if you want to use the improved racing going up, that's what you're gonna need. You're gonna need the 120 degree full flow bend. You're gonna have to move the knock sensor straight up, and you're gonna need a 90 degree, the 90 degree one right there. So that's pretty much about it. It takes some time. Like, I still got to obviously finish up the lines, and I gotta mount them solidly, going across and down across the engine. I got these. They're like little separators. These things off Amazon. I got 14 of them for 14 bucks or something, like 20 bucks. So hopefully these will help just keep them together. Then I can zip tie them, I don't know, wherever I would need to. So yeah, that's basically it. I've already test fit the bumper with just the cooler on, not with these on. I don't want to do it again because obviously my bumper's buried right there. This is the other G8, the G8 GT. He's got it taken apart right now. Another one kit that he's going to install for a guy. He's got a built motor, built trans. As you can see, it's in shambles right now, but he's going to get it eventually done. He's going to have a lot of the stuff that he's going to have a lot different stuff than I have. So like this pipe, the one that comes in the kit is all like that. I don't know what to call it. So I'll say like a crispy black kind of color. It's like the paint that they paint it, then you heat it up and then it kind of crinkles. So that's different about that. There's an actual like circular, it's actually really nice. It's like a machined kind of circular catch, like it's not a catch can, but an overflow can. And then you have like the rubber hoses everywhere else. So it still looks really, really good. Like, did a great job on it. I heat wrapped, finally got to heat wrapping the entire exhaust. And that's about it. That's the only update that I really got on the car so far. I'm just glad to get the oil cooler kind of out of the way. I still got to fit the 4-inch downpipe and see it should be fine because I kept it so like tucked up against the side of the engine. But yeah, for all the G8 guys looking to do oil coolers, that's the way that I could do it with a turbo. I'm sure if you didn't have the turbo, you can mount it on that side and be fine. But for a car tuning kit, this is the best way to mount your oil cooler. I wish I could have ran a bigger one. I'm sure if I did like a 2-bar or whatever else, I could mount a bigger one. But yeah, so we'll get back to you once everything else done, once I get the headlight done, and then I'll get back to you. All right, I'll talk to you later. Bye.